student at the Naval Academy and a longtime lover of Toastmasters. His father, John, encouraged him to give a speech this morning, and he decided to talk about his experience. His speech is entitled, "It's as Easy as ABC." Please welcome Jonson Henry.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Now, there are many misconceptions about the Naval Academy, and there are some that are true and some that aren't. Now, a lot of people have heard that it's difficult, that it's hard to manage, that there's so much stress, and while all of that is true, I find that surviving the Naval Academy is really as easy as A, B, C. A, always plan ahead. B, be prepared for anything. And C, change your plans. I learned almost the hard way about planning ahead. You see, during Army Week, it's somewhat of a tradition at the Naval Academy to prank the upper class. And being a first-year student, and a rather motivated first-year student at that, I decided it was up to me to get our company commander, the highest-ranking midshipman in our entire company. I was going to do what we affectionately called the Naval Academy a Princess Leia. Take 2 buns or 2 pieces of bread, slather them generously with a thick layer of peanut butter, walk up behind the unsuspecting upperclassmen, boom, right on their ears. And there you go. They look exactly like Princess Leia. Sorry, the bun. So I had this idea. I executed it perfectly, but I forgot to plan ahead. And as I was sprinting away, you see, the rule is if you escape the upper class and get back to your room without them catching you, they can't do anything to you. They can't retaliate. But if they catch you, they can make you do anything they want. And I'm sprinting away, knowing he's right on my heels, worrying, because I forgot to have somebody open the door. See, the doors at the Naval Academy, any of the doors leading into the building, have a key card reader. And you have to put your key card up to it and hold it there for about 5 seconds before it registers that your key card is there and the door clicks unlocked. Now, I know there's no way with him right on my tail that I'm going to be able to sprint across the parking lot, get to the door, put my key card there, and get in before he catches me. There's no way. I tried to put as much distance as I possibly could, skipped the first door, hoping maybe I'd be able to get to the second door in time, and make enough of a lead, and I was just thinking, well, there's nothing I can do now, I just have to try it. When, just my luck, one of our juniors in my company comes out the door. 3 seconds before I arrive there. Boom, I slide right past him. My company commander comes by a second later, and there he is, confused, wondering what's going on as we both whiz by. No idea what's going on until a couple seconds later, he notices the peanut butter on his ears. And of course, everything makes sense then. So I learned that day, because while I did get lucky once, you can't count on that sort of luck all the time, so you have to always plan ahead. Being ready for anything is the next thing that's important. Now, it was a huge surprise for me. I showed up one day at Glee Club rehearsal. I'm a member of the men's Glee Club, and surprised and excited, our director came in and told us that we would be performing at the Kennedy Center Honors. Let us know a couple days in advance. No idea. I didn't even know what the Kennedy Center Honors was to begin with. But as I researched it, I realized that it was a really illustrious occasion and a very exciting opportunity. And we showed up, and sure enough, out in the audience, lit up in the special VIP box in the back of the auditorium, is the President of the United States, as well as several of my favorite performers, including Harry Belafonte, Carlos Santana, and many others who, the list goes on and on, celebrities, performers, dozens of people that I've heard all about. And I never would have expected this. Never would have thought, oh, well, I'm going to the Naval Academy, that means I'm going to be performing for the President. It didn't compute, it didn't seem logical. But I've learned that you have to be ready for anything. Changing your plans is the next thing that's important, because sometimes things don't go as planned. Doesn't matter how much you plan ahead, doesn't matter how much you've thought it through, sometimes things just don't work out the way you hope they will. During homecoming week, my company decided we would prank another company. We'd go down, they lived 2 decks below us, go down a couple flights of stairs in the middle of the night, sneak into their bathrooms, walk into the men's bathrooms, and carefully steal all the stall doors, hide them somewhere, put them somewhere where they would find them but not know who took them. And our plan was to take 13th Company stall doors because no one likes 13th Company. So we snuck down to 13th Company, and we figured out in advance that if you take a couple people down, you can unscrew all of the doors and leave them on, but they're unscrewed, so all you have to do in order to get them off is just pop out the screw and lift out the door, and you're good to go. And as we were unscrewing the doors, we thought we were ready, we thought we were prepared, we had this all planned out, we knew exactly what we were doing. I walked out after unscrewing all the doors in one of the bathrooms to head back upstairs, turned the corner, and there, looking straight at me, was one of the upperclassmen from 13th Company. And he wasn't moving. So I casually continued on my way, hoping that he didn't recognize me and think I was doing something problematic, just assumed that I was out for a late night bathroom break in another company's area. I'm not really sure what he thought, but I was hoping that he wouldn't think anything of it. So I continued on my way, went back up the stairs as casually as possible, trying not to attract any attention, met back up with my team, and we discussed, what are we going to do? How are we going to work this through? We don't know, we can't do this now. Well, we had to do something. So we decided, let's take 12 companies. We just have to do something. So we took 12 companies, got their doors, and brought them outside, and we were like, this is our chance. Now we can finally gain 13. So what did we do? We arranged the 12 company stall doors in the shape of a giant 13 in the middle of one of the largest courtyards at the Naval Academy. And of course, we started a war. And to this day, none of them know that it was my company that pulled it off. So through all these things, I've learned what John Paul Jones says. He puts it this way. It is by no means enough that an officer of the Navy should be a capable mariner. He must be that, of course, but also a great deal more. Now, I'm not sure this was what he had in mind. But what I've learned is that you can't just be a capable mariner. You also have to always plan ahead. Be prepared for anything and change your plans. Thank you.